So, fellas, by now you probably already have seen a whole bunch of videos, right? Telling you pretty much in one way or another, subconsciously, that being alpha, right? Being alpha is being some kind of scumbag, right? Being some kind of underhanded, shisty, conniving asshole, right? That is that's actually beta as fuck, right? That's beta as hell if we're using the alpha and beta dichotomy, because being alpha is having integrity, right? There's nothing cool. And I know the first argument. I know exactly what some dude is gonna say. Well, they did it to us. Hey, does that mean you stoop down? And let me tell you something. A lot of guys fuck with trash broads, right? They mess with trash broads and they just start blaming every chick. Nah, bro, the chick you was messing with was trash. Okay? The chick you was, because on these spaces we get on women for messing with trash guys, right? You know the old thing of by now we've all heard it, women saying, where have all the good men gone? Yeah. And what do? We hold them accountable for the choices that they make, right? We're like, hey, look, mommy, right? Just because you got your heart broken by a dude who has like 3 kids from 3 different women, been in and out of jail 5, 6 times, okay, never had a job in his life. Nah, don't group us in with him. Same thing with these guys, and they try to put all this you know, this thing of all women are like that and stuff. Nah, bruh. Nah. It's the women that you chose, okay? So don't give me this whole women do it to us and all that good stuff. And I understand where you coming from. I understand where you're coming from. Trust and believe. I know what you're talking about. Even still, you should never, fellas, when you do because let me tell you something. When you do underhanded shit like that, when you do conniving shit like that, your conscience is gonna take a hit. Might not be now, might not be in 3 years, 4 or 5 years. It might hit you later on in your life, right? All those things that you did that you thought was so alpha and so cool, like sleeping with other dudes' wives, and you know, because I've noticed a lot of these quote unquote alpha channels, sometimes they promote shit like that. They promote you sleeping with other men's wives or their girlfriend. Let me tell you something. You and that broad are trash. You and that broad are fucking trash. There's nothing alpha about destroying homes, right? And guys, I'm really kind of getting a little passionate about this, because this is what the fuck is wrong with what's going on. Everybody is in a mad dash to fuck somebody else over. Females are in a mad dash to fuck men over. Men are in a mad dash to fuck them over. Like who can do the most conniving, who can do the most hurtful, who can do the most deceitful shit to the other person. You feel me? No, there's nothing alpha about intentionally, toying with a female, intentionally doing something to harm her. Do some females do that? Yeah, the broken. There's Let me tell you guys something out there, fellas. There's young ladies out there that are broken, have been through, have their life is just in shambles. And yes, they will screw men over. And yes, it does happen. This does happen, okay? But like I said, that is not an excuse for you to behave that way, right? The only thing that you can do, let me tell you something, the most alpha thing you can do is live life to the best of your ability. Whatever someone does, and a lot of these red pill spaces, they're just so hung up on broads cheating, right? They're so hung up on that. You can't control, let me tell you guys something, there's going to be cases where you could be the most alpha, you could be the best guy on earth, you could just provide, protect, you could do all of that. You could even have the best D game. And unfortunately, there's gonna be a trend. Not all the time, but unfortunately, it's gonna be a trash broad that's still gonna cheat. It's gonna happen. Okay, that does not mean to lower your standards, to lower your morals. Okay, it might have happened with her. Lesson learned, right? Keep moving. There is good women out there. There are young ladies that are decent out there. Okay, there are. It's not many. Let me not even lie in front. It's not many. Not because the women are the young ladies are inherently bad. It's because all of this social media programming, all of this social programming is telling young ladies to be thotties and hot girls and all that stuff. I get it, fellas. I get it. Trust me, I get it. Okay. But for you to turn around and act like the male version of that, ain't nothing, there's nothing alpha about that, right? See, you can be a good person. You could be a kind and decent and moral person and still be alpha. See, the thing that separates an alpha from a so-called beta, all right, is the alpha guy, he has standards, he has backbone, he has respect. Or not beta, simp, right? Let's say simp. Simps have no backbone. They have no standards. They have no boundaries. They're willing to do anything. They're willing to spend any amount of money just for a woman's approval, just for her to approve of him, right? That's where we get simping and alpha and all that confused, right? There has to be a nice little balance. There has to be a line drawn. You cannot treat people in general, not only women, but people in general. You cannot treat them like trash. You can't be out here sleeping with other dudes, chicks and stuff. Who cares if she wants to do it? Who cares if she don't, because dogs lay down with fleas, right? Dogs lay down with fleas. So you're a fucking flea. That bitch is a bitch and you a flea. That's how that dynamic works. You're no better than her. That's not alpha, bro. Right? Destroying homes, destroying families. There's nothing alpha about that. There is nothing cool, nothing honorable, right? Nothing to brag about. And as a matter of fact, dog, I'm starting to get to the point where, like, my friend group is damn near non-existent, to be honest with you. I kind of been stopped hanging out with motherfuckers like about 2-3 years. Like, it's been a gradual taper because I can't do it, bro. I can't. And not saying that I'm perfect. Lord knows I still have my faults. But when I get with a group of guys and the first thing they start talking about is, yeah, man, my side piece and all. Why are you married? Why are you in a relationship if you have a side piece? Why don't you just break up with the chick and do her a favor, right? That's not alpha, bro. See, the reason why men get side pieces is because they're insecure. They're insecure and they're scared. They want to hold on to their wife or girlfriend or whatever the hell because they want to have someone on the side, right? So they don't lose their main thing because they're afraid they're never going to get a relationship again. But at the same time, they want to have side pieces. Same thing with these broads. They be doing that shit all the time, right? I know it. It's on both ends. It's not funny, bro. Having a sneaky, all that shit going behind your partner's back and stuff. Why are you even in a relationship? Honestly, bro, like, let's nip this in the bud, dog. Like, I'm tired. Like, and from first glance, stereotypically, a dude will come up to me and be like, hey, look, I look like the type of person to get down with that side piece and being a scumbag. I'm not. Right? I'm not. Even for men. If you have a side piece, bro, and you got a wife, you should be fucking ashamed of yourself. Do your wife, do your partner a favor. break up with them, get and live a single life, right? Because that's ultimately what you want. Don't same thing with females, bro. If I got a female on here, you doing a whole side piece thing, you're garbage. You're trash. You're trash. Feel me? There's nothing alpha about treating people like shit. See, what happens is these guys have been, a lot of these content creators, they've been treated so bad in their life that now they're just like on this whole I have to get revenge type of stuff. So they treat women like absolute trash. And guess what? When you're being treacherous out here, when you're treating females like trash, and once again, don't give me this dumb bullshit. Oh, they did it to us. Okay, yeah, they did it to us. Okay, I admit it. But acting like them, doing the same thing, that's harmful. There's a way to do it. There's a way to go about it. It's called having self-respect. Having self-respect and being an asshole are two different paradigms, right? Now, sometimes they might get confused. But having self-respect, kindly putting her in her place, right? Kindly putting in her place. And you're doing it out of a place of sincerity, okay? You're doing it out of a place of sincerity. See, being alpha is doing things out of sincerity, not out of manipulation, okay? You're not trying to be an a-hole to manipulate her, okay? You're being respectful, naturally, respecting yourself rather, naturally, okay? And out of sincerity, because you sincerely feel good about yourself. That's alpha as fuck. And a lot of us are damaged on the inside, right? A lot of us are damaged on the inside. We don't even feel good about ourselves. So therefore, we can't command respect if we don't respect ourselves. Because fellas, let me tell you something. Nothing is going to diminish your self-respect faster than living this treacherous, kind of hookup, kind of like, I got side pieces, I got this and that, I'm cheating with her, I'm sleeping with her on the side. Nothing is going to bring you are diminishing your own self-respect. And like I said, it's not going to show up. It ain't going to show up in a day. It's not going to show up in a month, maybe. It's not going to show up in a year. It's going to show when you get older. Just like how we talk about in these spaces, how we talk about these females that hit the wall, that event, when they hit the wall, then they realize, oh shit, the way I was living was kind of trash. Oh yeah, that's going to happen to you too. If you stay down in that trajectory, your self-respect is going to diminish, right? You're going to have no self-respect for yourself. You are subconsciously going to be ashamed of yourself. Even though you think you're being cool, you think you're being alpha, you're going to be ashamed of yourself subconsciously when you get older, and it's going to take a toll on you. You're going to feel empty. That's where that empty feeling comes from. Because I made a video about that whole player lifestyle, right? Living treacherous. You're going to end up that whole player lifestyle facade. You're going to end up feeling empty, bro. At the end of the day, you're not going to be satisfied. Yeah, you might have smashed chicks here and there, and you might have treated them like trash and did some conniving stuff and smashed them and ghosted them and, all that pump and dump stuff. Trust me, bro, your conscience is going to catch up with you in some way, fashion, or form. Some way, shape, or form. Okay? Anyway, with that being said, man, I hope you guys got something out the video. Peace.